The night was loud, the kind of loud that made the walls vibrate with the rhythm of laughter, clinking glasses, and country rock spilling out from the jukebox. The small-town bar wasn't fancy, worn wooden tables, neon lights buzzing overhead, and the smell of fried food lingering in the air, but it was a safe haven for truckers, bikers, and locals who just wanted to escape their troubles for a few hours. At the center of it all was Maya, the young waitress everyone adored. She wasn't flashy. She didn't wear too much makeup or clothes that begged for attention. But she had something rare, an aura of kindness. She remembered people's names, knew who liked their burger medium well, and who couldn't have onions. She moved between the tables with grace, balancing trays heavier than she was, her soft smile always in place. But here's what nobody knew, that smile was a mask. Behind it was a world of pain, of secrets Maya carried every single day. And one night, when a biker grabbed her, that mask was ripped away, literally. And what he saw froze the whole bar in stunned silence. It started like any other Friday night. The Iron Fang Riders, a notorious biker gang, stormed into the bar. They were rough men, leather jackets, tattoos, and the kind of laughter that could make anyone nervous. Most customers gave them space. No one dared cross them. Maya had dealt with them before. They were loud, sometimes disrespectful, but she kept her calm, treating them like any other customer. Still, deep down, her hands always shook a little more when she had to approach their table. That night, Axel, the gang's leader, was in a foul mood. A deal had gone bad, and he came to the bar looking for a fight, or at least someone to take his frustration out on. He downed whiskey after whiskey, his voice echoing through the room. "Hey, sweetheart," he called out, slamming his glass on the table. "You're moving too slow. Get us another round, and make it quick." Maya forced a polite smile. "Of course," she said softly, turning toward the bar to grab the drinks. But as she returned, weaving through the crowd with the tray balanced carefully, Axel's eyes locked on her in a way that made her skin crawl. He sneered, and just as she set the glasses down, he grabbed her wrist. "Why do you always hide behind that ugly uniform?" he slurred. "Bet there's something better under there." The bar went quiet. Conversations halted, forks froze midair. Everyone's eyes darted toward the scene. Maya tried to pull away, her voice trembling. "Please, let go." But Axel only laughed, the cruel kind of laugh that said he was in control. And in one sudden move, he yanked at her shirt, tearing the fabric down the front. Gasps echoed. A couple of women screamed. Someone dropped a glass that shattered across the floor. And then, silence. Because what was revealed beneath her torn shirt wasn't what Axel, or anyone, expected. There, on her chest and shoulders, were faded bruises and deep scars. But more than that, tattooed across her collarbone were military markings. Her name, her unit number, and above it all, the insignia of the U.S. Army. The bar froze. Axel's smirk disappeared instantly. His hand dropped. His face paled. Maya didn't cry. She didn't scream. She just stood there, breathing hard, her chest rising and falling as if the weight of years of secrets had finally been forced into the light. One of the older men at the bar, a quiet veteran named Joe, stood up slowly. His eyes widened as he stepped closer. You served," he whispered. Maya looked at him, her lips trembling. She gave a small nod. "I did." Joe's eyes welled up. He saluted her right there in the middle of the bar. "Respect," he said, his voice breaking. And just like that, the entire bar shifted. Men who'd once seen her as just the waitress now looked at her with awe. Women who admired her kindness now saw the unimaginable strength behind it. But the story didn't end there. As Axel stumbled back, shame washing over him, Maya's truth began to spill out. Not in anger, but in quiet, trembling words. "I didn't want anyone to know," she said softly. "I came back from the war 3 years ago. My unit, most of them didn't make it home. I carry them with me every day. These scars, they're just reminders. But the hardest part isn't the pain, it's pretending I'm okay when I'm not." Her voice cracked, and the entire bar hung on her words. "I work here because it's quiet. Because people don't look at me like I'm broken. But tonight," she glanced down at her torn shirt, "tonight, I guess the truth had to come out." Joe walked over and gently draped his jacket around her shoulders. "You don't have to hide anymore, soldier." A murmur spread across the bar. People clapped. Some stood. Even the toughest men had tears in their eyes. And Axel. He tried to speak, but no words came. The weight of what he'd done, tearing open not just her shirt, but her hidden wounds, crushed him. For once, the bully had nothing to say. From that night on, everything changed for Maya. The bar owner made sure no one ever disrespected her again. Joe introduced her to a local veterans support group, where she finally found people who understood her pain. Slowly, she started to heal, not just from the physical scars, but from the invisible ones too. In the town, they never forgot the night the biker ripped the waitress's shirt. Because what was revealed wasn't weakness, it was strength. Strength that silenced a whole bar and inspired everyone in it. Axel and his gang never showed their faces again. Some say Axel couldn't bear the shame. Others say he left town altogether. But Maya didn't care. She had bigger battles, her own healing, her future, and the life she finally felt ready to live. Sometimes people hide their battles behind a smile. You never know what scars they carry, or what pain they're masking with kindness. Maya's story is a reminder that true strength doesn't always roar. Sometimes, it's quiet. Sometimes, it serves drinks at a bar. And sometimes, it's forced into the light in the most unexpected ways.